Welcome to the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV.
The biggest show in the world, coming off a fresh weekend on a beautiful Monday morning. What's going on, people? How's everybody feeling out there? I got my boy The Dream on the other end with me today. Kid, how was your weekend, man?
Recovery mode is in full effect right now. The voice is banged up. The body is banged up. The stamina is banged up. I still got the energy, but y'all can't feel it.
Oh my God, definitely, man. I dude, you know what? We went out Saturday night, got tore up, got up yesterday morning with the shakes, and then started boozing up again, and it ended up being another day like that, kid. So I am feeling a little sluggish today, kid.
Not for me, man. My wife, we decided to go see my dad for Father's Day. And you know what? You know how you wake up and you decide, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something real quick and go just handle it. And then I'll be back so I could just hang out and do, and relax. And then my wife got involved and it went from like a quick day to a whole day. So I ended up with an attitude saying, damn, man, it was Father's Day for me too, by the way.
Yeah, definitely, man. I know. We went over to this spot. It was on the water, right? And it's like a brewery, so you kind of, you bring snacks in, and they sell beer or whatnot. But we ended up getting this tight little table, man. And I'm like, letting everybody else sit down. I'm standing up, and then trying to get another table, and it wasn't happening. It was packed. I was like, dude, I'm not feeling this place at all, man. Let's get the hell out. And everybody else is like, no, come on, let's hang out. I'm like, yo, I would love to just go sit on the grill and watch some sports and enjoy my day. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting out of there around 2 o'clock and grilling all day long, man. Had an absolute blast, kid. I grilled for like 5 hours straight, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, had a really good time. And, kid, Saturday night, man, we went and tore it up, kid. My God.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Your boy was in usual fashion, going crazy. We had a party bus. We were on a birthday party for a friend, and we took a party bus up to the casino, and the bus just was insane.
Oh, I know,
As
man.
I was in the back making drinks, making shots. I brought like 250 Jello shots. We brought some pudding shots, and that started it off. And then I started making drinks. Then the music popped on, and then what's crazy is they got this mirror in the back of the bus.
Oh, yeah.
They got this mirror in the back of the bus, and of course your boy, being the perv that he is, was looking at the mirror while the girls were dancing, and the mirror I changed the name to the booty mirror. I was like, yo, look how big your butt looks in this mirror. Yo, next thing I know, all the girls are lining up dancing in the mirror, trying to get a shot in the mirror. I'm like, yo, 5 minutes a person in the mirror now. That had the night crazy. We just had the most ridiculous blast, ball of a time. Very fun night.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I'll tell you right now, I had a really good time at the club. We had a really nice table, man. And, I'm sitting there and I'm having, everybody's getting their drinks. The waitress comes over, right? She comes over. She's got, nice little shorts on, little bustier thing, looking dope and all, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me let everybody get a drink and then I'll get mine at the end, whatever, right? So I go up to this girl. I'm like, hey, honey, can I get something? Soon as she opened her mouth and said something, son, the breath knocked me on my ass. I was like, oh. Oh, man, I was dying to get her. I was about to go get the bathroom attendant, go get a Tic Tac for her or something. You know what I'm saying?
Had the only cat worried about a chick's breath.
Oh, no, that killed me, though, son. That was brutal, man. Oh, my God, the worst. But, hey, whatever. She looked good. You know what I mean? That's all that matters, I guess, right?
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, so, guys, man, how you been doing with your plays out there? I took yesterday off. I did not want to play. I kind of wanted to just chill out, do the whole grill thing and not be stomach aching and wanting to throw my phone and being mad and the whole package. You know what I'm saying? Some of those days just got to take off,
Yes, sir.
So, but big ups to everybody that's out there retweeting our show. Guys, we appreciate it. We got a lot of people today, man. Always.
Got my man, Cousin Bet, Eddie E, C. Rodriguez Jr., Ciroc King J, Christos, Jason Riley, Nicholas J, Yippa 82, my man Marlon Byron, Big Money G, City Maverick, K Cass, Irvin, Soccer's Finest, Vegas Girl 92661, Sport Shark, Casano, Lorenzo's Kane, Moneyline Hunter, Larry Jacko, KMVU, and Tay. Guys, thank you so much for the retweet on the show, and we are trying to bring the energy level up a bit.
I know. Son, I tell you, man, when I had the shakes on Sunday morning, I had the shakes, dude. I was like, yeah, it was bad, man. I mean, I'm not used to drinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Right? That was just drink after drink after drink. And then the worst part about it is not having a bathroom on that bus, man. Oh, I had to urinate like the whole time, dude, on the way back. I just had to. That's why I was sitting there just not doing anything, man. I was just dying, kid. But anyway, hey. Run through what's going on the diamond here as far as the division standings and all that, wild card situations, the whole package. So right now in the AL East, you got Tampa Biscuit actually in the lead, 9 games over 500, Dream. 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games, and they're actually 1 game ahead of the Yankees. The good news for the Stanks is they got the Phillies coming into town, so that's going to be some pretty heavy juice there, but the Stanks are 7 games over, 1 game out, and Baltimore's been playing pretty good, 7-3 in their last 10, and they are 3 games over 500 as well, and 3 games out of first place.
Hey, son, I just want to pull back from the baseball for 1 second and run over really quick and just talk about Jordan Spieth in the golf. I know we don't really do a lot of golf work here, but we do have some guys that are golf aficionados, and I'd like to just say that this guy, he's like kind of coming up, kind of, top bill, kind of like how Tiger was in the past a little bit. Okay. So it might behoove us to start throwing a couple of bucks on him when he's playing in the next major, tournaments that he has, the next major golf events that are up on the horizon. So you guys want to keep this guy in mind. He actually should not have won yesterday. You got a little feedback, dog?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm getting some feedback. There we go.
All right.
He actually won yesterday by mistake. The guy in front of him should have won. I believe his last name was Jackson. The guy who actually should have won and screwed some things up, and then Spieth came from behind and kind of took it. But this guy is a talent to be reckoned with. As he's won already two majors under his belt so far this year.
Oh, really? Okay. Hey, we'll take a look at it. I have not yet bet a golf game, son.
Yeah, me neither. But I like I said, this guy, I guess guys are equivalating him to like how Tiger was in the past, and just with dominating. So I guess he's somebody to keep our eye on.
Definitely. I know a lot of people are out there. They do it, and they actually do fantasy with golf as well, dude.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, we're talking about some fantasy football and fantasy baseball and stuff like that, kind of incorporating a little bit of fantasy stuff into the show, guys. We will get back to you on that. We've been just talking about switching things up a little bit, and we're getting ready to rock and roll, man. And come football season, kid, I can't wait for that, man.
I'm just on the fence, and I know I'm going to open up a big can of worms when I say this. I'm just on the fence with golf having it is a sport, I get it, but it's I struggle with it as a sport.
It's still competition, and you do have to be in shape to hit the ball.
I like the competition. I like the competition word better than action, because it's just not, it's not an excruciating, to me, it's it doesn't. Yeah, you train for it, but you don't. You're not out running like 8 miles a day and lifting weights. I know that some of the guys do lift. I'm not going to take anything from the guys, but you guys have all played golf, and I know you don't play on the level of the pros, but you've played golf. It's not like you don't have to be in the greatest shape ever to play golf.
Oh, definitely not, man. That's more for me. That's more of like a beer, cigars, just kind of hitting the ball around the green and having. But I know a lot of our audience plays golf.
No, a lot of our audience play, and I'm not knocking golf. I'm just saying, as far as from a sports person perspective, a layman out on a sports person's perspective. I struggle with classifying golf, like in the same sentence as like football, even baseball, which I know isn't that physical either, but it's just golf it's just a struggle for me still.
I got you. Well, hey, you know what?
Hope nobody's offended by that. I'm not
of course
saying it's not. I'm just telling you how I feel about it.
I got
me
you.
Personally, while I respect them, it's not this. Like, I don't know. Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods to me are shouldn't be like really put in the same sentences. Yeah, I know what Tiger did. I know all of his accomplishments, and that's awesome. But Jordan was, Jordan, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but whatever. I think you get I think you guys can understand what I'm trying to get at.
Maybe you need a shot in your glass this morning, kid. Oh man. So anyway, guys, we got the whole week coming up, man. We got Wednesday. We're gonna do question and answer with us. Thursday, actually we'll do that on Thursday, my bad. Wednesday I release my track of the week, and Friday we do Freaky Fridays. And congratulations once again to my man Jay Cast for laying a smackdown with the airport photo. That was awesome. So, dude, let me just finish up the MLBs here, and then we only got 7 games, guys, so the show may not be a full hour today, but we're going to do the best we can with it and see if we can find some value. So, taking a look at the AL Central right now, dude. So you got K-Sizzle Royals are in first place, obviously. The Minnesota Twins, falling off as far as they did. They are only 5 games over 500 and 3.5 games out. And the Detroit Tigers, dude, surprisingly only 1 game over. And they're 5.5 games out as well. Going into the West, you got the Houston Astros, dude. Still got their number 1 here, man. They're 11 games over 500. Texas is 3.5 games out. LA is 5.5 games out there. Dude, this Houston Astros team, man, they score a lot of runs now. I'm completely floored by it, dude. They're really kind of. I know I always say the Denny Green thing, they are who we thought they were, but they're still playing well.
Always stop you.
7-3 in their last 10, man. I get it.
And they got that kid Correa. I guess they this kid Carlos. I think his name is Carlos Correa. Who is just recently called up or just is coming out of nowhere. Rick Lopez has actually turned me on to him as well. It's supposed to be. I guess he's an immense talent as well. So it's somebody to also keep a watch on. Playing for them. I'm telling you, Houston is muchly improved, and even if I'm not going to say if they were to go to lose the rest of the games, the rest of the season, but no matter how you look at it, they're definitely improved this year, and this is going to be definitely a positive season for them, no matter how it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, Dan and I were going back and forth about it, about just the playoffs in general, and just because of the way it's all bunched up. You're going to have a lot of teams at the end, like the last 5 games of the season. Like there's going to be like 5 teams from each league still in it. You know what I'm saying? So, but if Houston could keep building a cushion like they are, and stay maybe 10, 20 games over 500 or whatever, they should be in pretty good shape because that division is not that good. I mean, you got Texas, Angels, Seattle, and Oakland in there, man. Yep. Over to the NL East, we've got the Washington Nasties are 4 games over 500. They are in first place because the Mets kid got swept by the Braves, dude. Mets can't score any runs, man. 1 game over 500. The Mets are 1.5 games out. And Atlanta, dude, 2 games out. That's it.
And anybody who is a Met fan and known the Mets and watched the Mets historically over the years, you already know.
Is that the true? They were who we thought they were.
You already know the slide could be in effect.
Slide's about to go down. Oh man! All right. And then we got let's see, in the NL Central, we got St. Lucia is in first place, 21 games over 500. Pittsburgh 9 games over 500, dude, and only 6 games back at this point. They didn't really gain much ground in that big winning streak they had, and the Cubs are 7 games out. Over to the NL West real quick, guys. We got the Dodgers in first place, 8 games over 500. The Giants, 1.5 games out. Arizona, 4.5.
And the Giants, they left their manager. The boss took off and left their manager at the hotel.
No way. For real?
Yeah, Friday night. Friday night where they played the Dodgers, the Giant bus left the hotel without their manager. I thought that was kind of funny.
How the hell you do that, man? Maybe they weren't feeling them.
They must have. I thought it was funny.
Oh, all right, man. So let's jump right into it, dude. Let's get into the diamond and see if there's any value today because, I got the little junkie itch in me to possibly get involved in something today. I'm going to see if I can find some value here, dude. So, taking a look at the first game, guys. Wow, this got probably your name written all over it with the Juice stream. We got the Philadelphia Phillies coming into the New York Stinks. The Yankees are minus 290, bro. With Michael Pineda on the mound with an under-over of 6.5. Phillies got Kevin Carrera on the mound. What you got there?
Kevin Carrera is 0-1 with a 1.69 ERA. Pineda's 8-3 with a 3.54 ERA. Going for the Yankees, who are 38-31, 20-12 at home, which is very impressive. They're playing the hapless Phillies, who are 24-20, 24-47, 7-28 on the road. Yeah, this game does kind of have my name on it.
Yes. Would you consider a run line in this?
If I did, it'd be -1. I don't do the 1.5. I don't really mess with the one line. If you guys are going to play it, though, buy it down to 1, so at least you get the push and not the loss.
Yeah, definitely. So, taking a look at this, I mean, New York's obviously superior in everything. That's why they're giving 290 juice. I don't see value here, though, dude. I mean, I know the underdog players are gonna be probably all over this, but dude, you can't take the Phillies.
You be all over if you want with the Phillies. Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of, plus 245. That's like 2.5 games. But Pineda's been pretty good, man. So I can't. You can't do that. Even if you get 1.5 with the Phillies, you're probably at like a minus. If I had to guess, probably a -1. I'm sorry. You're probably plus 150 with that, dude.
I don't even like.
Yeah. That sucks. No, we're gonna keep it moving from this game.
That's gotta be the worst way to lose ever, is to have the run line in baseball, and then you're sweating looking for that extra run the whole game, and then maybe you're up like 3-0 in like the bottom of the 8th, and then they decide to play around and give up 2 runs, and you ended up losing. Forget it. Never.
Definitely not, man. Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you, man. These teams are putting up some runs. I mean, the total's going over in 5 of the last 6 games with each of these teams. I know that it's Philadelphia that's been getting blown up. That's why they've been going over. Kid, right. I had the over on Saturday night. I had the under with them in St. Lucia.
Yes.
Dude, it was 1-1 going into, I want to say it was the 6th inning. I was like, oh, perfect. And then St. Louis went ham, kid. Scored like 9 runs in like 3 innings. I was like, oh. It took a 3-1 day to a 2-2 day, so I broke even on that. But I'm going to keep it moving from this. I don't like this matchup. Philadelphia is 2-11 straight up in the last 13 games. They are absolutely horrific on the road. What's their home record again? Their away record?
Their away record is 7-28.
7-28. So they're winning 20% of the time on the road. Wow. Unbelievable, man. Hey, you know what? We'll see where it lands. Maybe you start a parlay with that or something. With the Yankees money line. Next game we got on the ticket, we got the Detroit Tigers coming into the Cleveland Indians. Detroit has Kyle Ryan on the mound. Cleveland Indians have Trevor Bauer. Cleveland minus 140 with an under-over of 8 runs. What you got there, Playboy?
Hold on 1 second. I just moved it right now. There we go. Ryan for the Tigers. The Tigers, first of all, are 35-34 all around. And they are 17-16 on the road. Ryan is 1-1 with a 3.26 ERA. The Indians are 32-36 all around. 14-21 at home, which is bad. I don't know why they're so bad at home. Bauer is 6-3 with a 3.22 ERA for the Indians.
Yeah, Bauer's been pretty good. He's been a lot better than Kluber, kid. Do you see Kluber's record? I showed it to you the other night. It was like 3-9, dude. So I don't know, man. They're having all kinds of problems in Cleveland. However, I mean they're still only 4 games under 500, which baffles me a little bit here. Kyle Ryan, I mean, he's had 1 start here. I'm taking a look at this. The over's going over in 4 of the last 5 Detroit games. Detroit is 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games as well, man. Cleveland 3-6 straight up in the last 9 at home. I don't know. It just seems like the Tigers own them, though. Cleveland's 1-9 straight up in the last 10 when playing at home versus Detroit. Going back to probably, I would say, at least a year. Dude, I don't know, man. I can't take Detroit on the road, though. You know what I'm saying? They're just too wishy-washy, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Detroit's very inconsistent up and down. Cleveland's been pesky, but they're not good at home. If that's something you guys are looking at. Minus the one, would you have your numbers at?
It was minus, hold on one second. Let me look at sportsbetterstv.com. I'll get some better lines. Cleveland minus 140.
140. Dude, you talk about value. I don't know. Nah, I can't. I'm gonna fall back from it. But I almost want to pull the trigger and say I would think about maybe, guys, if you like value. Hey, for you guys that like playing dogs and value, I don't know that it's a bad shot to take a shot with Detroit today.
Yeah, they might be able to get all. I just don't know if they're going to get all over Bauer or not.
Yeah, I don't either. So that's why I'm like on the fence with it. But I don't really want to give it out. But the Indians don't play well at home, like I already mentioned. And Detroit, at one point Detroit was on fire and they were tearing it up, and they probably trying to get back to winning ways, and get the season, back in order for themselves. It could all resonate right here. I don't know. It's something you might be interested in. I don't know if there's a considerable home field advantage, Detroit and Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, look at the records. It's not, it's not all that.
And Cleveland probably travels well as far as the fan base. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's not like you're gonna have some Cleveland fans. Some Detroit fans there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. So I don't like the game though.
It's something you guys gotta check out if you like. I personally am not involved, and I don't like it, but I always am keeping an eye on this Detroit team. I like them a lot more at home than I do on the road, but they do have a winning record on the road. They are 17-16 on the road, Detroit is. So maybe something, like I said, if you guys who like playing the long shots, maybe something to look at.
All right, next game we got on a ticket is the Toronto Blue Jays at the Tampa Bay Rays. Kid, Toronto fell down a touchdown yesterday, 7-0, right?
Yes, sir. Top
of the second inning, dude. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it. I'm like, wow, unbelievable. I'm glad I didn't play that game, right? Then they score 4 runs and then all of a sudden they took the lead, kid, 9-7. Dude, I know they lost the game and all, guys, but there's something you gotta look at this Toronto team when they fall down big with that offense. My man West Coast Handicapper did it a while ago. He took them. I want to say they were down 8-1 versus the Red Sox. He did a live money line on them and paid crazy. And they won the game, dude. So something to think about. When a team's down like 7 runs, it got to be like a plus 1,000 or something like that. So even if they come close, then you could just bet the other way and have guaranteed money. So something to take a look at. Toronto is, as you guys know, they're 3 games over 500, as we alluded to earlier. They got Hutchinson on the mound, who's 6-1. Go for the talk to me about the stats here, Dream.
Okay, the Blue Jays are 37-34. They're 14-20 on the road. They don't play well on the road for some reason. And they Hutchinson 6-1 with a 5.33 ERA. So today, I don't know if today is the day to get involved with them. As the Devil Rays are 40-31 all around, they're 19-19 at home. And Trace is on the mound. He's 2-1 with a 3.26 ERA. I don't know if today's the day to get involved with the Blue Jays. If you want to get involved with the over, that might be a good look.
I don't know. I don't like the Rays bats, dude.
No.
Let me just take a look at that. I know they're near the bottom now.
Toronto should actually be able to cover that themselves, though.
Maybe. Taking a look at this Tampa.
Hutchinson on the mound. Hutchinson's got an ERA of 5.33, brother.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. You know what? You might be onto something there. I might tail that. Tampa Bay is 25th in the league, kid. 3.72 runs a game. And at home, 3.80. 7.5, huh?
7.5.
I'll get back to you on it. I think you might be onto something there, though, dude. Gotta be honest with you. All right. So we may look at that, guys. We'll get back to you on it. Next game I've got on a ticket here. Let me take a look. LA Dodgers at the Chicago Cubs. LA minus 185. I think I know why. They got their ace on the mound here, and the Cubs are plus 160, kid. What you got?
Hey, we got Clayton Kershaw on the mound for the Dodgers today. The Dodgers have been on a little bit of a fire, playing good baseball, like they're supposed to be, though. So we're not going to get that excited about them because they completely imploded last year on us and the year before. So we're going to just fall back from getting too excited with them yet. But, they are handling their business. Kershaw's 5-4, 3.29 ERA. The Dodgers are 39-30 12 and 18 on the road. The Cubs are 37 and 30, 18 and 13 at home. Wada is 1 and 1 with a 3.68 ERA.
All right, man. So, yeah, you're right about the Dodgers, and Kershaw's been pretty good as of late. So, I think he's kind of, him and Bumgarner started off pretty bad, and they're kind of, doing their thing
settling
now.
in.
Yeah, settling in a little bit. Would you consider a no-score first inning in this matchup, kid?
Not this particular game.
Wada's not bad.
No, I know. The Cubs, and you know what? I stay away from teams that get me. The Cubs have gotten me. But, yeah, you know what? This one, I got to do a little bit of homework on it. But this one may fit the formula, though.
The Dodgers are 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games on the road, dude. So coming into Chicago, I know the Dodgers are superior in like everything. I get it. You got Kershaw there. That's a lot of juice for them to be laying on the road, though, dude.
Plus, the Dodgers played last night too. We got one of those,
one of
those last night issues, which to me isn't that big of an issue. But I mean, they did play last night. Scored a ton of runs in last night's game too, as well.
Dude, you know what though? Here's the problem I have with the Dodgers, because they're always so heavily favored. $100 better, kid. They're 8 games over 500. $100 better. You're down 524 on this team, dude.
Wow.
On the Dodgers, that's crazy. That's a crazy stat.
That right there is like why a lot of the critics of the dream talks about you can't money line and you're not going to win over the long haul. That number right there that you were giving out, like even if you win, you still. But I don't bet like that. So that's
no, you're not betting every game,
right? That's the issue with the critics, is they don't understand it. I don't quite do it that way. I don't just bet every solid single game money line. So those rules don't apply to my style of betting. But that right there, in essence, is part of the reason why you can't be a real money line player in that sense and think you're going to get ahead for the most part. At least it doesn't work with baseball.
I think maybe you can flip it around and fade the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? You're probably plus money if you're doing that. Getting plus 150s, 160s, 170s, stuff like that. Just something to think about.
I don't know if it's plus money, dude, because you lost 31 games. You've lost 8 more games than you won.
Yeah, but it's all your wins are plus money, though. You got to remember that.
Yeah, but
all right.
Yeah, we'd have to take a look at that and see. I don't know.
It's tough.
Yeah.
The next game we've got on the ticket, we got the Chicago White Sox at the Minnesota Twins. Chicago has John Danks on the mound. Minnesota has Tom Malone. Minnesota minus 145 with an under-over of 8. What you got there?
The White Sox are 30 and 38, 12 and 23 on the road. Danks is 3 and 7, 5.16 ERA. Malone is 3 and 1, 3.67 ERA. The Twins 37 and 32, 23 and 14 at home. Guys, I like the Minnesota Twins in a series play. I may be all over this. I'm going to hit you guys up later. It's an 8 o'clock start for this game, but this game has a little look for a series. And I also looking at that Yankee series as well now, as I went back and took a look at the pitching lineups. But as of right now, I got my eye on this Minnesota Twins team because I'm kind of feeling like going against the White Sox, like whoever they play.
Yeah, they've been really, really bad, and they can't score.
Horrific.
They can't score. Do you have Chris Sale coming up in that series?
I don't even care about Chris Sale.
What? Kid, my boy's been lights out, bro.
No, but it's one game, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I'll lose the Chris Sale game and then win the rest. We got Samardzija against my boy Big Pelf, who been on fire.
All right.
Tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we've got, let's see. Wednesday, they've got, where is it? Oh, don't tell me this is a 2-gamer. Nope. Sale goes Wednesday. So
you got to win the first 2.
You got to get the 2 wins. You got to get today and tomorrow, and you're done.
Son, Chris Sale in his last 5 starts has had over 12 strikeouts each outing. Sick numbers. Sick numbers. And he just can't get the run support, man. It's terrible. So, I mean, like, he's like the only bright spot. You see that guy throw, man. It's kind of crazy. His windup and all that.
Yeah, I know. You turned me on to it last year when we lost with him in Costa Rica. I love that. We're sitting here losing a game, and Hat kept talking about how dope his pitching is. I'm looking at him wanting to hit him with the homie, the clown bat over the head, saying, "We losing, fool!"
As soon as the bases got loaded, we were in trouble with that.
We're in mad trouble. And Hat's the whole time talking about, "Oh, I just love the way this dude pitches. I love the way." I'm like, "Do you love the way he's loading the bases right now?" Because I'm not.
2 more games here, guys. We got the Houston Astros coming into the LA Angels. Houston has Oberholzer on the mound. LA has Hector Santiago. LA minus 125 with an under/over of 7.5.
And going back to that, that's one thing about baseball too. When you have that good pitcher like a Sale, Kershaw, or whoever, like they get that extra long leash, they can really make the game a mess because the manager gives them that long leash. Like I forget which game it was, but there was 2 White Sox games ago that it was time to take out the pitcher. I think it was like in the 7th. White Sox were up. I can't remember. It was a Sunday night game. And I was watching it, not Sunday night, but it was a Sunday game. I was watching it, and the pitcher had looked dusty in like the inning before at the end of the next inning, but got out of it. I was saying, but like the bottom of the 6th, got out of it. So he comes up to the bottom of the 7th, leave him back in, and then my man puts a runner on first, and then a runner on second. It's like, all right, get him out of there, because he was dusty the inning before, but because he's the ace, they left him in there.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, bases are loaded. Next thing you know, boom, here comes all kinds of runs, and the White Sox end up losing that game. But that's just a situation that you wonder, you sometimes you hate having the ace in, because the manager will give the ace a little bit more rope than he would give another pitcher.
That happened with Sale that time, remember?
It did, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Same thing. So
you're talking about Oberholzer going into the Angels, right?
Yes.
Guys, this is a great series to watch, as these two are going to be fighting for their respective pennants. So you got the Astros, who have been playing great baseball that I've been talking about for most of this season so far, and you got the Angels that Hat likes undercoverly, as to win that division. The Astros are 41-30, 18-16 on the road. Oberholzer is 2-1 with a 2.73 ERA. The Angels are 35-35, 19-15 at home. Santiago is 4-4 with a 2.77 ERA. This is a great series to watch.
Yeah, I have absolutely no opinion on this, man. I mean, the Houston Astros, their bats have just been crazy.
Yeah.
They are leading the major leagues in home runs per game, like 1.5 home runs per game.
If Houston wants to be taken seriously, like you said, and not who we thought they were or all that nonsense, this is a series that I think Houston needs to step up and win to make a statement.
Absolutely. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is kind of early still, but going out there and grabbing this series right now from the Angels in the Angels' house would kind of be, making that statement, we're here.
Yeah, good point. I like my man Altuve there, too. He's always been good. I liked him since last year. Next game we got on the ticket is the final one. We got the K-Sizzle Royals at the Seattle Mariners. Seattle minus 160 with an under-over of 6.5. I know my man Crush the Bookies on the over on this game. I believe that's what he put out there. But what you got there, brother?
It's not a great game to have an over. This looks to be a pitching duel, unless he expects my man King Phillips to get blown up again. Bland's on the mound for Kansas City Royals. Bland is 1-0 with a 1.80 ERA. The Royals are 39-27, 17-14 on the road. Royals play good, decent baseball on the road. Mariners are 32-28, 16-21 at home. King Felix is dope with a 10-3 record with a 3.08 ERA. Guys, I am also eyeballing this series. I plan on losing the first game, but I think KC will pull out the rest. And if you get the first game, then you even got, even more juice. But I am looking at this series as well. Don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger. I got till 10. So right now, as far as the series are concerned for me today, I'm looking at Kansas City, I'm looking at Twins, and I'm looking at the Yankees. And I'll let you guys know on the Twitter handle a little bit later.
That's a pretty ballsy play, dude. That's a pretty. I mean, hey, I hope you get it. I'm just taking a look at.
Sizzle?
You know what? It's just if you have the first game where you're coming out and thinking that you may have a shot at losing, that's pretty ballsy.
Yeah, but that's because you're so powerful for the rest of the series, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to take a look at the lineups going down the road. But this cat here, Mr. Blanton, my boy Doc said that he is no good. I mean, he's only had this one start that I'm looking at here, but I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if Kansas City loses this game, though, dude. I
don't either.
I don't either. Kind of jumping around here.
I mean, with KC's bats, you're pretty much always in it, but KC's pitching matchups are lousy. Oh, they got 2 lousy pitchers the next 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, at plus money with the K-Sizzle Royals, I mean, dude, Seattle's bats are terrible, man.
Yeah, I know.
They're really, really bad. So let me just take a look right here and see what I got. Seattle's ranked 29th in the league, only ahead of the Phillies in runs scored, dude. 3.40 runs a game.
Oh, that's why I'm foaming at the mouth for K-Sizzle.
And at home, dude, at home, they are besides the Giants, they are second to worst in the league in run scoring at home. Wow. So maybe I don't know, man. I think it might be something to take a look at, man. I think K-Sizzle at plus money might be a play. Plus 140.
I can't do it. They got Guthrie. Guthrie's next. Their pitching lineup, I don't like it. I just looked at the pitching lineup. I thought it was going to be a little bit better than that. I don't like the next two guys. Right. I don't like Guthrie.
All right, dude. All right, I got it, guys.
You know what, though? No score first inning, though, for this one.
Yeah. There you go.
No score first inning for tonight.
All right. I think that's a good play, dude. I think that's a good one. I think we'll take a look at that, guys, and we will get back to you on it. But right now, man, I don't really have much. I mean, there's only 7 games. Only 7 games. So we'll take a look at the card a little bit, man, maybe reevaluate it, guys. But, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong putting the Yankees in a moneyline parlay with some other teams or team. I think you're okay there. Obviously, I mean that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. But for all you underdog players, I mean, there's some value here, man. You got I'm looking at the Cubs as a plus 165 dog, maybe. I don't know, man. If you put the Stanks with an underdog as a parlay, it probably pays crazy. So something to take a look at as well, guys. We're looking at that Toronto-Tampa Biscuit over maybe. We'll get back to you on this later on, man. I got some homework to do, Dream.
Yep.
I got to be honest with you. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it, man. We are looking forward to having a great week and rocking and rolling. Kid, what you got?
Here's what we got, guys. I am now looking at, we're going to remove KC from the series. Even though I still kind of like him, but I'm not going to play him because I don't think it's good. Especially if you come out the gate with a loss against Hernandez, and they might decide to play around out there. They're in Seattle, late night games. Who knows what's going to happen? They might want to party. So as far as tonight is concerned, we're going to look at the no score first inning in the late game. Guys, you remember, this is no more than a $75 max money play on the no score first inning for a Seattle KC game.
Yep.
All right, that's where we're going to go. Seattle KC, no score first inning. And I got 2 series plays that I'm looking at right now. Small leans on Yankees and the Minnesota. I really do like the Yankees in your series, obviously, because they're playing the Phillies. Your one bad day, I guess, would be tomorrow. They got CC Sabathia on the mound, but hopefully CC can get it done. I like the Yankees in the series, and I like the Minnesota Twins because I do not like the Chicago White Sox at all. Probably play both these series. Probably talking about, guys, anywhere from $50 to $100 a piece on the series plays. We're not looking to break the bank here. We're just looking to make a little bit of positive cash on a couple of series plays and get this out of the way with relatively easy. That's what I'm looking at for today. Want to thank everybody for listening to the show. It is a kind of quick one today as we are at the 9:40 mark and we're already wrapping it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go in the office and go downstairs and take a nap on the couch.
Take a nap. It's a nap day. Hey, I want to thank everybody for retweeting this show. We got winning picks out there, chai picks out there. Get a Vegas bookie. What's happening? Joseph Del Rosario. What up, dog? James Harrelson. Good morning to you, player. Getting to the check is out there. Booze and bets. My man, JC. JC, I know you are doing all of your Georgia Bulldog football homework as we speak. I know you got to be excited, getting ready. You got the new lineup. I can't wait to get you. We always have Jay on like a couple of weeks prior to the college football season kick off to give us complete Georgia statistics and what's going to happen. Because my man should be the mayor of Georgia. Sergio Rodriguez is out there this morning. Postal Pete is out there. Julio Prado, Tip Talker, AZ Wildcat 83. What's happening? Hope them horses been treating you well. Sir Mata is up this morning. Total Sports is out there. What's happening, y'all? Benjamin Rowe, good morning. Daniel's better. Direct Sports Solution, top of the morning to you as well. The pick is out there. My boy, JFB, what's happening, play? I hope everything's good with you. Cousin Bet is out there. My man, Eddie E.C. Rodriguez Jr., what's going on? Sarat King J. Christos, Jason Riley, Nicholas J. What's going on, Nick? Always good to see you out there. Yip at 82, one of the faithful as well. Marlon is out there dialing. Big Money G is giving us retweets as well. We also have my man Irvin, Sin City Maverick, Jay Cass, what's happening? Vegas Girl 92661, she's always rolling with us as well. Soccer's finest, Sport Shark Casano, Lorenzo's Kane, Moneyline Hunter, Larry Jacko, KMVU, and Tay. Guys, I am the Dream. Thank you so much for your support. Taking a look at those games, take a look at the series. Remember, guys, if you're not uncomfortable, you don't like them, don't play them, as we are not forcing you to play. Just showing you a little something that your boy's going to be in. And what I'm running with is I do now have to get involved with baseball. Unfortunately, I got no other options. I am the Dream. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir, man. I am taking a look. Guys, there's a lot of underdog value here, I think. I don't know if I'm necessarily playing them or not, but I mean, you got some pretty strong teams here as underdogs. I mean, you got, Kansas City's an underdog today. The Detroit Tigers are an underdog, and the Cubs. They're all decent teams. So, something to take a look at, guys. I will get back to you.
With my man Philly Picks, because he loves the dogs and is usually pretty decent. So, get with him and see what he's on. He may have some recommendations for you. If you're interested, check him out, as he's a big dog player, and you know Daddy's not playing dogs.
Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, guys, we are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world, having an absolute blast 7 days a week, although I did take yesterday off. But we are 9 a.m. during the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends. Follow us on all the social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole package. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays. Make your dreams a reality and get that money. Let's go.